Hey everybody, Sirturmund here again. Today I wanted to bring you some Malphite Taliyah fun. So obviously if you guys are a fan of this champion pair, then the person that I recommend to always follow is going to be GrandpaRoji. GrandpaRoji is the premier Malphite Taliyah expert. And this list kind of comes from him. It's a little bit updated to do a little bit better into the current meta and the decks that you see in the meta, like Darkness and Pantheon, etc. So this is kind of like the breakdown of this list, right? So obviously 3 Chip, because Chip is awesome, Chip is cute. You always play him with this deck. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. 3 Ancient Pret to be able to predict into what you need. Perseverance, Rock Copper is a staple. Just 1 of Absorber because we are playing 2 Herald of the Magus. So usually you're able to trigger this pretty easily just because of how many landmarks you play, as we just spoke about. Endless Devout, another staple. 1 Hush as a a nice out into, like, I don't know, into like a Pantheon, or maybe you need to stop like a Gnar or something, like an Overwhelm Gnar. You can do it this way. Rite of Arcane to remove the opponent's units, and as well as, be able to trigger the Sarcophagus. Unravel Earth, a way to draw and a way to kind of turbo level Taliyah and also turbo level Malphite, because this is going to count for 4 towards the Malphite. 3 Grand Slam is really good in the current meta because it can hit Pantheon, right, to try to stop him. You can hit the White Flames. The Grand Slam can just kill the Lulu outright, right? So Lulu is so popular right now with the Lulu Fizz Yodeling Arms. 2 Radiant Negations for that Yodeling Arms matchup that we just talked about. And it's also a good card to use against like Ruination, which is being played more in Darkness, and decks like FTR and TLC, which are coming more popular in the meta. 3 Salt Spire, because this is like the ultimate combo with Taliyah. You play Salt Spire and you're able to copy it with Taliyah, and you just get so much value from that because you're able to summon 2 Grumpy Rock Bears, which is pretty darn crazy. Allows you to kind of go like an aggro mindset. 2 Herald of Magus are able to give overgrown to your champions, which makes them really powerful. Obviously 3 Taliyah, 3 Malphite, and this is the one spice that I really like that GrandpaRoji added, and it's Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker is so good because you can see that it does 4 damage to an enemy. What champions have 4 damage that we always want to kill? Veigar, Senna. It can kill Tristana. It can kill Gnar. Like, it's such a good card as a way to kind of stop some of those key champions that the opponent might have. Honestly, I've been falling in love with this card the more that I play with this deck today during this recording session. But anyways, yeah. So that's how the deck works. Really, you're kind of just playing for that win condition of like an Overwhelm Taliyah or an Overwhelm Malphite, and obviously able to use the Malphite Stun, or you're playing for the condition where you have a bunch of like big Rock Bears or the big Restore Devout on the field and are able to push damage that way. But anyways, yeah. So hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. Remember, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to subscribe below. It will help us out a lot, and we post LOR videos every single day. I'll see you all at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Darkness. Ooh. How do we beat this? Well, this is not a bad start for that. Actually, this is not a bad start. Maybe Radiant Negation is a little bit greedy though. Maybe the Grand Slam is greedy as well. But I kind of like the Grand Slam. Okay, this is a great card to have. So this is a great card to have because it can actually kill both Senna and Veigar. The question is, do we have enough? Are we going to get enough landmarks to trigger it? We have 1, we have 2, potentially 2, right? We have 3. Unfortunately, Catalyzer is gonna hit, so we can't do anything about this. Opponent will be very greedy if he doesn't attack here, because then we can kill the Catalyzer with a Grand Slam. I cannot believe he did that. I'm gonna pass first. We have the Rolling Sands, right? Okay. I'm gonna do a second Rock Hopper instead of the Devout. Make it so that if he plays Veigar and Neptune, it's gonna be really awkward for him. Don't need to attack with this, because again, we're just gonna Grand Slam the Catalyzer. I think the Darkness being at 2 damage, it's more beneficial to us than anything else. Unfortunately, he will be able to summon his Veigar right here, or his, yeah, I guess he's Veigar, right? It's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, that is a little bit unfortunate. I guess we'll do this. Let's just do this now. No reason to play around with it. I like doing this now. You got that from Conchologist, by the way. So we don't need to worry about playing around like a random Conchologist card. I don't think I need to block this. I can just do the Endlessly Bound next turn to take it for free. Again, the problem here is that we don't have a great way to kill Veigar or Senna because we didn't get the Rite of Arcane. I think he's playing around the Rite of Arcane though, right? So we could get Rite of Arcane or we could get the last landmark. I mean, yeah, because we're still missing one landmark. That was a second Pokestick right there. Sarcophagus is not bad to get though. If I get Taliyah, this would be the best thing in the world. Okay, at least we're able to trigger the Stonebreaker. Oh, that's great. This is a blowout right here. Come on, let me kill her. Boom. Boom. Stonebreaker, guys. Good card. Yeah, sure. You can kill that, and then what? Ah, we're one off. We're one off from Malphite. One off from Malphite. Okay, we get it. That's not bad. I think it's worth it to do this. Oh, we get Taliyah. Please summon something. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We're gonna go aggro instead of doing the vulnerable landmark because we have Rider Negation to be able to stop like a Ruination, right? So I'm not scared of like a Ruination, which is great. And we're gonna get 2 more debouts next turn, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and kill this for free. Now, he will be able to probably Mystic Shot this. I think that's okay. We kind of need the board space anyways. I mean, sorry, not Mystic Shot. He can Battle Feast this, which again, is okay. We'll push the 2 damage here. What I would love if we had like an Overwhelm. Again, we're going to have the Rite of Arcane for the Ruination. So if the opponent tries to ruin it right here, it's not going to go as he plans. Yeah, he got scared. He got scared. He got scared. Let's do the Perseverium. Opponent got scared. Okay. We can just do Malphite next turn, right? We can just do Malphite next turn. Ah, that's unfortunate. I think we have to do it. I think we have to do it because this is pushing too much damage. Otherwise, this is pushing a lot of damage. So I don't like doing that because I feel like it would be better to keep it for a Ruination. But I think we have no choice. I think it's a mistake by the opponent not attacking with the Darkwalk Acolyte. I'm gonna go ahead and just open, just so that we get him down to 2, and then go from there. Because if he's down to 2, it's gonna be kind of and not only that, but this is actually killing him, right? Vengeance. Okay, so he goes to 6. Vengeance is gone. We have another Taliyah. We can do the Soul Spire plus Taliyah. Kind of like the Soul Spire plus Taliyah play. But I also kind of just like the Malphite. I think Soul Spire is better. Because let's say he has like a Ruination next turn. This is also making him scared. Like, we're still keeping mana for the right. Okay, so he doesn't even care anymore. He's just gonna go ahead and summon this. Fortunately for us, we do have like a Hush to stop this. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for this like earlier. It's too late though. And we afford to do the Overwhelm. The craziest thing is us not getting the Rite of Arcane. So like, he might be holding back his Veigar, thinking that we have like a Rite of Arcane in our hand, and we don't even have it. That's the scariest part. This is only dealing 2, so do I care?
Life is cyclical. Darkness ends.
Let's start with the devout. So I like starting with the devout as a blocker for the acolyte. We can block this one with this one. He's keeping 9 mana. Yeah, like if he wants to do this, I'm okay with this. I'll pass. There's the Veigar. Here's the Stonebreaker. That's why I wanted to keep 6 mana. That's why I didn't want to do the Taliyah. Because I want to be able to kill the Veigar. He kills the second. He kills the Devout again. I wish I had Rider Negation. So without Rider Negation, this is really awkward. He needs to block here. He still dies. We can Hush to get rid of the lifesteal, meaning that we can still win. Or we can just stun it away. But I like the Hush. I want to force him to have to do something else to kill this. Well, okay. We still kill the Istali. I think we'll go ahead and summon the Taliyah right now. I like the idea of just doubling this. So I like the idea of making this double, because even if he has a Ruination, so even if he has a Ruination, we'll have 2 Sarcophagus that are gonna come in on our turn, right? So if he doesn't do anything here, we just pass. If he Ruinates, we still have 2 units coming down, and we can summon Malphite. Yeah, so that was like the best turn that we could do Taliyah on. Yep, there's the Ruination that we talked about. So now we can do the Malphite, and now he has to block 3 units, right? Now I'm gonna also go ahead and do the Predict landmark, so that we can potentially get something else. But yeah, those Stonebreakers were crazy, and now we see why GrandpaRoji likes this card in this deck. But yeah, GG's. So in this match, we'll be going against Tristana Fae Swarm. Ha. And we don't really have a great hand for this either. The Rider Arcane is kind of awkward. I like it as a way to kill some of his units, but it's kind of awkward when we don't have a landmark for it. I guess we can do the Perseverance. I think we're okay letting the Perseverance get destroyed by the Rider Arcane. Yes, I think I have to be. I think I have to be okay with letting the Perseverance get destroyed. I guess we can now wait for the Sarcophagus instead. Yeah, I guess we can wait for the Sarcophagus instead. It's tough. It's a tough decision. No, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. Screw you, Mayor. I'm gonna kill it so that he can knock someone the Alka right now. We'll go ahead and attack with the chip again. What we'll do is that we'll do the Salt Spire. Is he gonna do Sharpside here? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna do the Salt Spire. I wanna double this with Taliyah. It's putting us in an awkward spot, right? We're gonna take a lot of damage here. We're gonna take 3-8 damage. We can level up Taliyah right away on our next attack, while also having mana to do the Endless Devout. Yeah, this might be awkward. Maybe that attack with Chip was a little bit wrong just because we lost to Sharpside that badly. I definitely wanna copy this. We copy this with Taliyah. We start with Vulnerable Earth, summon the Endless Devout. We're gonna have 4 units. The problem is if he's able to kill Taliyah right here, which he might actually be able to, depending on what he does. That's gonna be a Yodeling Arms. Wow. I guess we'll do the debuff instead. We'll take the 12 damage. Pretty annoying. Not ideal, like whatsoever. We still level up Taliyah here. We get the sarcophagus. We can attack with everything else. Wow, this is really annoying because now we're really low on health, right? We're 8 for no reason. The good thing is that he cannot summon anything here. He's gonna get dragged by one of my units, it's aka Taliyah. Unfortunately for us, I do think we need to attack. We need to attack with everything, whether I want to or not. So we need to attack with everything, even if he doesn't summon anything at the moment. Okay, he summons the messenger. So that's okay, I guess. We'll go like this. Let's just kill the messenger. He could Buster Shot the Grumpy Bear. We have another Endless Devout that we can play. The problem is that opponent will be able to refill his board very quickly. And be able to do another Yodeling Arms, because why not? Because Yodeling Arms is such a good card, guys. So the opponent will be able to just do another one right here and win the game. Yeah, actually, another Yodeling Arms just kills us. Because this is not going to be enough to kill any of his units. Oh. No. I have to do it this way, right? I have to do it this way. Because now, what we need to play around is a rally. He could have a sharp set here, or a ranger's resolve. But if he does that, it means that he doesn't have the rally, right? So we force him to have to save Tristana. Otherwise, he doesn't have the rally. We can still block. Okay, and he's gonna decide to save her. Oh no, he's just gonna poke his deck. Alright. It's one less blocker. We still potentially die here. It's 8 damage. He has 2 Grandfather Faes, so anything he summons is gonna get buffed up twice. That's lethal. 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 3, 5, 6, 7. If he has a sharp sight or another pokey stick, we just lose. This is 3, 5, 6. The impact is gonna be 7, so we're gonna go down to no HP here. Unfortunate. You gotta be kidding me, man. Second pokey stick. Second pokey stick for the win. Has to be Malphite. It has to be Malphite. Yeah, it has to be Malphite. Has to be Malphite and do the stun. And just so he has no way. Obviously, this card is able to protect against the stun. Because he has the spell shield. But the rest of the cards are not going to be able to. So he's going to have one blocker. He can kill Taliyah with like a Buster Shot. Which is a little bit annoying. Do we just have lethal here though? Do we have lethal without the stun? Fearsome? Yeah, we do. We just have lethal without the stun. Because of the traded value from Taliyah. The traded value from Taliyah means that this is lethal. Unless he has a ranger's resolve. So he lives at 1. Wow. Ah. Oh. He lives at 1. What a crazy game. He's gonna have to sacrifice his whole board though. But if he gets a Gnar, we lose. No, not only Gnar, but also we need to get another Malphite. Ha! You gotta be kidding me. We need to get another Malphite, or we need to get a stun. Ah, I'm so tilted, guys. Ah. I'm so tilted. I just needed a stun. 3 Grand Slams, 2 other Malphites. If we had that Absolver last turn, we could have won. He had exactly the Gnar. Ah. Ranger Resolve, Gnar. And us not join the stun. GG's. Unfortunate. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Bandle Tree. I'm guessing this is Bandle Tree, but it could also be Jodel in Arms. The fact that the opponent has... I guess it could be a 2-2-2, right? It could be 2-2-2, not 3-2-1. Yeah, I'm guessing it has to be that, right? It has to be that. I don't hate this hand. You know what? I'm gonna keep the Perseverance. It's a little bit greedy keeping the Perseverance, but I like the curve of us doing Perseverance, Devour, and having the 4 mana to do the Grand Slam. I definitely like the Grand Slam as a way to kill Poppy or the Gnar. I guess now we can just do the Rock Hopper instead. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely not Bandle Tree, right? I mean, I guess it could still be Bandle Tree because he's not playing Cannon, right? I guess it could still be Bandle Tree, actually. I like the Devout, because the Devout can drag whatever he summons here without dying, and he can kill the Mayor or the Gleaming Lantern. I guess if he's doing it this way, he does die, but at least we still have 3 mana. Okay, he's gonna do the Pokey Stick here. Alright. We can still block this next turn. And again, we still have enough mana here to be able to kill a Poppy or an Gnar, which is the big reason why I wanted to be able to have a landmark on the field, which fortunately we got with the Rock Hopper. Don't care about the Stonebreaker, so that's okay with us. We summon the second Rock Hopper. We can do Perseverance this turn and then Taliyah nets them to copy it. Meaning that we're gonna get a ton of draw. The only problem is that Taliyah is not leveled up just yet, but that's okay. Let's just get all the draw that we can in the world. So now what, opponent? Now, he is playing Noxus, so I guess he could have access to, like, Flux and stuff. So we do need to be careful about that. Yeah, I guess he could have access to, like, Flux and stuff like that, huh? I think I'm still gonna do like this. I think because we have a second Taliyah in our hand, I don't care about the first Taliyah dying. So if he has something like a Flock or a Group Shot, I'm okay with this killing it. I think at this point we have to try to remove as many units from his board as possible. Now, this is gonna trigger giving the Taliyah Overwhelm as well, which is gonna make Taliyah pretty big, right? Once we're able to do the Unwrap Energy. Yeah, that's fine. Again, we do have a second Taliyah, so I'm not too scared about it. Because here now the Herald Magus is activated. Oh, we even have Absolver. So we don't even need the Herald Magus, to be honest. What? Oh, he got that from Telescope. Do we care? Do I care? I don't think I do. I think we just do the Magus. So now Taliyah's gonna have Overwhelm. Next time we can do Unravel Earth. Next up we have, let's count, we have 7 mana. Plus 2 is going to be 9. So we're going to, yeah, so we have 9 mana. So we can do chip right here as well. Right? 3, 6, 7. Plus 2 is going to be 9. This is 5. This is 8. This is 9. I hope I did that math correctly. Otherwise, I'm going to be very ashamed of myself. So here we do this. Target the landmark. We have a level up Taliyah that has Overwhelm. And we have 3 more Unraveled Earth, meaning that anything he summons is gonna get vulnerable.
You're the noisiest little rock.
Based on the units that he has been playing, this is Yodeling Arms. So I'm not that scared of like a Minimorph. Oh, so he's just gonna have Buster Shots instead. So I guess he could have like a Flock. Or he could have a Scorched Earth.
Go away.
Scorched Earth. Or Double Flock. Or Poking a Flock. Or anything like that. Oh, Group Shot on Flock. Okay. We still have another Taliyah. So fortunately for us, we do draw the 3rd Taliyah. So I'm unsure. So now I don't know. So this has to be Bandle Tree then, if he's just running Flocks. Yeah, it is Bandle Tree. Okay. We don't run the Desert Naturalist in this version of the deck. So we do have to just be able to... We have to be able to just win, like, straight up, huh? Taliyah is pretty good at getting us there. He's still pretty far away from this. I think the Salt Spire is the right play here. So I like the Salt Spire a lot. Yes. We sacrifice the ship here. Oh, this is rough. Because if we sacrifice the chip, we can also just Grand Slam right now. And kill this next turn. I don't hate this. I don't hate this Grand Slam right now. We're gonna double the Salt Spire and force him to have a... I wanna force him to have a Minimorph. I guess he doesn't need the Minimorph, but at this point we have to try to go super wide. Oh, this is so good too. I think it's Taliyah though. I think it's Taliyah so that we can double this and we can just summon Malphite next turn. He's still at 6 out of 10. He'll get to 7 out of 10 right here. He does, but I don't know if he can summon the unit, right? Oh no, never mind. He just gets Mayor, so I guess he can summon the unit, huh? That's great. The good thing here is that the Minimorph actually doesn't do anything. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like this because I'm not scared of the Yodo Ranger. I don't want him to get enough like value to be able to just win this time. Yeah, the Minimorph doesn't get rid of the Shredded Valleys. So that's something that the opponent, I guess, didn't know about. Here we're gonna do the Perseverance. So the Shredded Valleys still go through no matter what. I guess he would have still died anyways to the Mini-Manatee. But see what I was talking about? He was not able to summon the unit that he wanted to summon there. Now, we do have 10 mana next turn. We'll do the Malphite. Do we need to keep mana for anything else? I don't think we do. I think we do the second Perseverance. And I think next turn we just do the Malphite. And we're just able to win because we're going to have a lot of attackers. Because here we can do Rite of Arcane on one of the Perseverance. Be able to kill that Yodo Ranger. I think this is worth it. And then we do Malphite. I guess we didn't need to do this, to be honest. I guess we gotta save the mana. So we gotta save the mana, actually, because we're gonna stun the whole board next turn anyways, right? Does he get the last unit right here? I guess that's the question. Does the opponent get the last unit right here? Because he got lucky and got the spider, so he got 2, 3 all in one turn. So he went from 6 to 9 in one turn. So if he has the last region, which is... Oh, he doesn't. So the last region is failure. Meaning that if he had the Gnar, it wouldn't have been enough. So what we can do here, we can do the stun, and we can leave enough mana for Absolver if we need to. So this is 2, 4, 5, 6... I think we just go with the stun right now. Yeah, I think we just open up with the stun right now. I think we open up with the stun. We attack with everything. We still have the Absorber as a backup. Yes, this is fine. We have Absorber as a backup. We have 2 units with Overwhelm. He does 1 Minimorph here. He doesn't have enough for a second Minimorph. So we can just do this. Yeah, I guess we just do it here, huh? And that's lethal. So we do it on this one obviously because he had the most attack. Ooh. Second Minimorph was scary. So I don't obviously we didn't need to kill the Yodo Ranger last turn. That was the only thing that was a little bit iffy. Because he meant that we couldn't develop 1 more unit this turn. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Pantheon Yuumi. Now, the current build of this deck is kind of tagged against beating this matchup. So I don't expect it to be like the worst thing in the world. I kind of like the Perseverance a lot, to be honest. As a way to potentially level up Taliyah and just draw a lot of cards. I think we do the bottom 3. Perseverance on 4. Copy it with Taliyah and go from there. So that we can draw into like our answers. It's just a little unfortunate that our hand is like kind of awkward right now. A little unfortunate that our hand is kind of awkward and that the opponent's going to be able to get the free go hit. Imagine if we had the Rock Hopper last turn instead. At least we can do Rock Hopper and Perseverance next turn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate that we ended up drawing the Rock Hopper a turn too late. So we'll do the Rock Hopper, we'll do the Perseverance. We'll have enough mana to double along with Taliyah next turn. Taliyah's still not going to be leveled up though. We'll do this. We'll just take this attack right here. No reason not to. No reason not to. We probably want to save the Arcane. I wonder if it's actually better to double this Sarcophagus. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. What if it is? Or what if we just summon the second Devout? Like, this is fine, right? I'll take this 4. Yeah, he's obviously gonna kill this. But then we can do the Rite of Arcane to kill it to just kill it back. Like, we'll just do this, and now we have a Sarcophagus. We can copy with Taliyah next turn. And that will I guess it might be better to copy the Perseverance just to level up the Malphite instead. This is gonna force him to spend like another card right here. So we did it now before he's able to heal it up. Doesn't have it. Great. So we have a blocker for this guy. We get quite a bit more draw. I guess here's the question. I don't think it's a I think we do copy the Sarcophagus. So I think we copy the Sarcophagus because it gives us access enough mana to do another Rite of the Arcane if we need to. Which I think is more important than doing the Perseverance right now. I guess the only downside to this is that Malphite is not going to be leveled up. Malphite is going to be 1 up from leveling, which is going to be a big deal as we try to find like a way to do lethal. If we do the Rite of Arcane right now, we're presenting more damage. I like it. I like this right now. He could have Concerted Strike to kill the Taliyah, but it's not going to be enough. Actually, it is. No, it's not. It's not enough for him to save the White Flame, because the Saga Seeker is always killing the Taliyah on the first hit, right? So Concerted Strike is not enough to save the White Flame. Because if he does Concerted Strike, the Saga Seeker is killing this. The Faded does trigger, but this is dealing 4, so this guy still dies. Yeah, there you go. So like I said, I mean, we knew Taliyah was gonna die, right? Like, that was the most obvious Concerted Strike that I ever seen in my life. The good thing is that here we can just go ahead and attack anyways. That just puts him at 1. We still push 5. I'm okay with taking this tray. We can do the Magus. Not the worst, not the best. Oh, this is huge. But I kind of prefer this. That is huge, but I prefer this. Because we just have to block here with the Magus, right? He doesn't have Sinif Play, so it's good. We can go ahead and draw with the Perseverance. And now we have Grand Slam as well for later on. Okay. That's gonna be a big big unit. That is a pretty big unit, unfortunately for us. I like doing this right here. He's forcing a lot of damage again, right? He's forcing 11 damage. He can block with the Saga Seeker, but again, it's gonna make his Saga Seeker lower in health. Again, the problem here is that because we did it the other way earlier, we don't have a way to again, I want him to block with this. I want him to block with this, and I want to push as much damage as possible and set up for an Absolver to be able to finish the game. He can block, no matter which one he blocks, he still dies. Unless he also commits like a Pale Cascade. Nope, doesn't have it. Technically, we can kill this if he doesn't have another buff. We have a stun to be able to stop like a... I guess he might not stop the Pantheon, right? We might not be able to stop the Pantheon if the Pantheon comes down with the right keywords. Technically, he could have single combat here. But I like the fact that we get access to the Grand Slam right here. Oh. So he just gets punished by this, right? We just do the Grand Slam. He kills his own unit. This was the only way that he won. So now even if he puts the Yuumi on this girl, he's still gonna die. Then we just summon Taliyah and win the game. Heck, I'm not even gonna block this. Okay, he's not even gonna attack yet, but we just summon Taliyah here and we just win the game. We have Overwhelm with Taliyah, and we also have Absolver. I'm gonna keep the Rana Negation and the Absolver, because there's no way for him to win from here. There we go. Yeah, there's no card combination that can beat Rider Arcane. I guess Pantheon technically could have beat us, but because we have the Taliyah skill, we could get to the Pantheon barrier. So he would still wouldn't have a way to block Taliyah, but yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Fizz, Gnar. So this is more like a Shellfolk deck. This is able to kill Shellfolk, which is pretty good. Am I supposed to keep the Perseverance? I don't think I am. Okay, we ended up getting it back anyways, but I definitely prefer the Rockhopper over the Perseverance. Let's see what we can get. I wanna be able to get the blockers. I'll do the second Rockhopper, although I don't completely like it, to be honest. But I feel like I had no better choice there, and I didn't want to skip. So we can do the Rockhopper here. We'll go ahead and block the Looping Telescope. No reason not to. We'll have access to the second Rockhopper. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, let's just do the second Rockhopper. Let's make his life a little bit difficult. Now, they do have access to Autopus, right? Because he's a Shellfolk deck, remember. So Autopus ends up being pretty annoying to deal with here. Because he's going to be eating up the Rolling Sands. I guess we'll go ahead and just do this for now. Got Pokestick for this guys. The Grand Slam is really good against Gnar. So I like the fact that we have the Grand Slam, right? So Grand Slam is great against Gnar. We also have the Stonebreaker now trigger. I don't think I can. I need to keep a mana for Grand Slam if he doesn't summon Gnar. Okay, so he doesn't summon Gnar. So we can I think we can go ahead and What if it's the Salt Spire? No, I like the draw. I like the draw first. I guess the problem here, because part of the reason that I like the draw is because we didn't really have a better play this turn anyways. Okay, so that's the first Pokey Stick. We might have to just do the Salt Spire next turn, since we don't have anything else that we can play. We block the 2-1 here. Okay, he's gonna just block it this way. I don't really care, do I? Because he's also like a Glorious Evolution deck. The problem is that like these telescopes are not what he's looking to like take advantage of, right? We can do the Salt Spire and be able to do Taliyah next turn. I don't hate it. I don't hate this. I think we do Soul Spire and Taliyah to get that combo off, and just start trying to grind him down. Now Shellfolk is 9 mana. Sorry, Shellfolk is 6 mana, so we can kill her with Rite of Arcane next turn, while still having enough mana to be able to summon the Taliyah, which is the big key part. We definitely cannot let him get pranks on our Grand Slams, because that would be very annoying for the rest of our deck. We could also just do the Stonebreaker on the Okay, let's just kill this right now. Let's be mana efficient. We have 4 mana left. I don't want to burn the 1 damage. Let's just kill this right now. The problem is that now we cannot tap out of... Unless, if he doesn't play Shellfolk, we have to just pass. So like if the opponent passes here, I think we just have to pass. Unfortunately. If he plays Shellfolk, we can kill it with the Stonebreaker. Yeah, so he's gonna just open it. He wants to play Shellfolk. He wants to play Shellfolk. Hate the fact that he's not doing it though. We can do the Ancient Prep. Rider Negation is great because he can stop his Glorious Evolution, unless he does it exactly right now. If he does the Glorious Evolution right now, then we can just play Taliyah, and we're gonna get a lot of damage one way or the other. He actually goes for it. Oh, we can negate that. I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth it negating this. I think it's definitely worth negating this, because this is his whole game plan. He'll do that, and then he'll be able to do like the Poro Cannons and do all the Poros for free and give them outline. Now, if he summons Shellfolk, the Shellfolk is dying to the is gonna get tagged by the Rolling Sands, which is pretty good. We can still also kill the Shellfolk with the Stonebreaker, or kill any other unit he might have right here. We can also just do Taliyah instead, and then just do the Rite of Arcane. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do Taliyah. We'll do the Taliyah. Just summon the unit. And just have the Rite of Arcane available. I guess the only problem here is if he's able to... if he pranks the Rite of Arcane, then that would be annoying. Which he has a pretty good chance. He has a 50-50 chance, right? He can hit the Rite of Arcane. Or... he did this preparing for the Shellfolk. No Shellfolk. Okay, that's huge, right? That's pretty huge. Him not playing Shellfolk right here, I think is pretty big for us. Yeah, I don't care. Now you can prank whatever you want. He's gonna hit the Rite of Arcane. I think it's a little bit too late, right? Because the Shellfolk is 6 mana. This is my problem about Shellfolk decks. The opponent just spends so much time. The fact that he did this prank like this tells me that maybe he doesn't have the Shellfolk. I feel like if you have Shellfolk, you don't spend the prank like this without your Shellfolk on the field. So now he knows we have Hush and Rite of Arcane. He doesn't know that we have Grand Slam. He knows what our whole hand is, except for, I guess, Taliyah Stoneweaving. If we do this, This is such a good card, though. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. This is such a good card to kill a lot of his stuff that I feel is better off saving it for later. But I also want to be able to kill that so that this doesn't die to that. I think this is fine. Because the Rite of Arcane is still cost 5 and we have exactly 5 mana, we're still able to just kill the Shellfolk if she comes down. But again, I'm putting the opponent on not having Shellfolk. Because I feel like if the opponent had the Shellfolk, they would have already done it and not spend their pranks like that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the opponent is kind of baiting me by doing this. But this would allow us to pull with the Clocklings, and this is actually presenting lethal right here. He's going to have to sacrifice his Poro Cannons, yeah? Because here we can just do this. Imagine if we had Absolver right here. I mean, he's still going to 2, so Taliyah's going to kill him next turn. He needs to find a way to kill us this turn, unless he can stun one of these units right now. Because they could play Wallop, right? They are... Yeah, this is the Wallop, like we just talked about. Yeah, they are Bandle, and Bandle has a stun now, remember. Good thing is that we kill all his blockers, and we still have enough mana to kill the Shellfolk here. But, again, he's spending all his resources that even if Shellfolk comes down here... I mean, we're still gonna kill it. We're still gonna kill it so that he doesn't get value. But it feels pretty bad, especially because we have to spend one of our mana gems, right? Now if he gets another Shellfolk here, we don't really have a way to kill it. Nope, okay. He doesn't draw the second Shellfolk or doesn't have another Glorious Evolution, I guess. Again, us stopping the Glorious Evolution, I think was what changed the whole game right there. So I'm glad that I predicted into it and was able to draw into it right away. But yeah, GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. Some pretty fun games today, some really close ones as you saw in the loss that we had against Jordan Arms, and in the wins that we had. I feel like it was a really close games as well. This is a really fun deck. I think it does really well into a lot of Demacia mid-range decks right now. So you're thinking like Pantheon, Silver Action, Lutz Jace, Jarvan Braum. That's what this deck like does really well into because of the stuns and just the way that you're able to kind of like combo them out and give the units vulnerable, right? Giving the Broadwind vulnerable, etc. This is where this deck shines. So yeah, really recommend playing this deck if you're looking for something new to try out and just to have fun. In terms of mulligan tips, Rockhopper is always a good keep for sure. I like sometimes keeping Ancient Prep as well. It's a nice quick way to predict something else that you might want later on. Endless Devout is also a good keep because it's like one of your key blockers and one of your key cards. So really, Ancient Prep, Rockhopper, Endless Devout. If I see that I have a landmark in my hand, like if I have Ancient Prep or Perseverance or a Rockhopper, I will also keep Chip as a way to kind of do some early damage on right away, right? The rest of the cards you can kind of kick. I do keep Rite of Arcane sometimes though if I do need to remove like one of the opponent's key units, so stuff like Veigar, Senna, Tristana, Gnar, etc. If I think that I need to do that early to stop an engine or even like a catalyzer, I guess this is kind of hard to stop a catalyzer because for you to use it to have good value from this against a catalyzer, you want to have a landmark in the field already, and usually you won't have it on turn 2. But you get the gist, right? Like it can be used in certain matches as well. Same thing with Unravel Earth, I might keep it. So yeah, but for sure, Rockhopper, Ancient Prep, Devout, and Ship are your main keeps, with Rite of Arcane and Unravel Earth as like a second alternate keep to keep as well. But anyways, hope you enjoyed these games. Again, if you like the video, please make sure to like the video below. You can also subscribe to us. It will help us out a lot. And you can also follow us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream 3 to 4 times a week. And you can also catch us on Twitter and Discord. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you thank you so much. Whew. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a really long day. Thank you so much for sitting here with me to watch this video. I'll see you all again tomorrow.